Hey, what's up guys? Kai here, and welcome back to Let's Play Valkyrie Profile 2 Silmeria. Unfortunately, this is not the first time I'm recording this episode, thanks to a technical issue with my capture card that I'll explain in just a moment. But for right now, in our last episode, we made our way back through the underground royal path and came face to face with Ull, an Aesir. And after defeating him in battle, the path to Dipan became clear. Hey, I'm a poet and didn't know it. Alright, let's have a look around. How bad could things possibly be? The king is going to be executed? Things are really that bad, huh? I don't think that's the best idea. The underground path is filled with monsters. Well, anyways, that guard there won't let us inside the city, so we just have to make our way around back and head into the castle like we did previously. Really? Doesn't look so bad from the outside. Okay, I could be wrong. They really did a number on the castle. Love the ominous music here. Alright, so this is where the little hiccup comes into play with my capture card. If you talk to this guy, he'll be like, "Oh, Alicia, is that really you? I didn't know you were alive this whole time." Then he tells you he feels bad, he can't help us because his leg is crushed. So instead, he gives you an expert's experience. I can't show that to you because I saved my game off camera, and while I was doing that, I checked the footage to see if everything up to that point was okay, and the audio and video files were out of sync by a good 3 to 4 seconds, and there were also some graphical glitches going on for some reason. But if you're playing along, just take my word for it, talk to this guy, and he will give you an expert's experience. It's too bad we can't use our healing magic to fix up his leg to say thank you. But we're not allowed to use magic outside of battle in this game. Oh well. Such is the fate of random, nameless NPCs. You know, this whole scene here actually feels a little familiar for some reason. Almost as if we've seen this in another game. I'm probably just imagining things. Don't pay any attention to me, viewers. Ooh, a spring. Sadly, there is no dais, so we can't use Chasm Wrath or anything like that. But what I do want to use is the Experience Piglaw, the Life Force Blessing, and the Sword Blessing Sealstones. Hey, how's it going? Hey, don't sound so grim. There's still hope. I don't know why we're here to rescue the king. I mean, he's a douchebag. Yeah, he's still Alicia's father, and blood is thicker than water, and blah blah blah, but come on. The time machine? What time machine? Ah, I wonder if he's referring to that weird machine we saw earlier down in the basement. Walther and Gein switched sides. So much for your 3 mages. Serves him right. He put the whole world in danger. Well, I guess we should do something. That's why we're here. The merchant? Yeah, that is true. Alright, nothing new or exciting here that I care about. Although, you can finally buy a green body rune for your light warriors and heavy warriors. So if, for some reason, you don't have one, well, now you can buy one and start teaching them those abilities. Wonder what this guy is doing here. Next thing you know, we're going to see him in the Hall of Valhalla itself. Alright, so before going any further, I just want to say that, or I want to address something rather. Last night at work, I was entertaining the idea of not using those overpowered end of Chapter 3 weapons, because it's been in the back of my mind ever since acquiring them that people playing along might want to see the bosses live longer than 10 seconds. And it's funny because when I got home this morning before recording, one of you left me a comment back on episode 28, I think it was, asking if I could not use them during bosses because it would be helpful for those playing along who weren't using those weapons to see what the bosses were actually capable of. And sure, I can do that. I don't mind switching out the overpowered weapons for weapons that you would normally have at this point in the game. Now, I'm not going to let the bosses kick my ass on purpose, but I'll do my best to showcase them in a more fair manner. So what I'm going to do right now is take a minute to double check my setup, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. So first, let me show you that the Expert's Experience is highlighted green. Just like in a Star Ocean game, all this means is that it's a newly acquired item. So yes, I really did get this from the guard back in Dipan Castle. Alright, now let's take a look at my equipment, starting with Zunde. Got him equipped with the Keradicator, and accessories that will increase his attack power, and the Adamantite to further increase his attack power as long as he maintains full HP in combat. And I gave him the Drain Wing just in case he does happen to get hit. Hopefully he doesn't. Both Pyrus and Alicia are going to be utilizing the 1 HP setup, so their accessories reflect that. Although I gave the stone cutting pincers to Pyrus to increase the damage of her Soul Crush. For her weapon, we're going to be using the Double Cross that we got from Ull. Allows her to use the Soul Crush, and it has the Double Edge ability built into it. Very nice. Alicia will be using the Sun Shower Sword. And Ferrant, nothing too special here. I just gave him equipment to increase his magic power as much as I possibly could. Now for skills, everyone has Magician Slayer. Zunde also has Heat Up just in case, and Fists of Iron to boost his damage. Pyrus also has Psychosoma to boost her damage, and Alicia has Fists of Iron and Psychosoma for the same reason. Ferrant I gave free item, again, just in case. Now if you want to take a more defensive approach to this battle, then instead of Magician Slayer, I would recommend Toughness to double your max HP in battle, as well as Resist Magic to increase your magic defense. Heavy warriors don't have to worry about that so much because they already have a lot of HP. I think they're okay with Magician Slayer. And your light warriors can use Toughness and Magician Slayer if you still have a Rune Slayer in your inventory. Now for attacks, make sure your archer has Target Throat. It's not required, but it would make things a lot easier for you.
Fear not. You have served me well. I bear no ill will against ye.
Do this one after the king.
Dallas.
The Queen. She is safe.
The king has said he forgives us. Fortune favors the living and breathing. It's still not too late for you, Dallas.
Cut these legs from underneath me, and I will still stand by my king.
Dallas.
Two of them came around, but the young one wants to die with his king.
And the Queen?
The young one hid her somewhere. but he's determined to guard the secret with his life.
Then take his life.
You sure about this?
Look while you still can and witness! Witness the end of your king who betrayed the gods and defiled the providence of nature!
So you've come to say farewell.
Alicia!
Stay back! You mustn't come near!
How amusing. Your chance to prove your loyalty has just arrived.
You have the most regrettable timing.
Alright guys, it's boss time against Walther and Gain, complete with new boss music. This fight is tough. If they both hit you with a spell in the same round, you're probably going to be dead. Luckily for us though, the programmers forgot to make Gain immune to silence. Yeah, what is this, Final Fantasy VI? So first of all, we need to get silence on Gain. Best way to do that is with your archer and target throat. So I just want to get in close and start spamming attacks with Virus. He has a pretty low resistance. There we go. Now once he is silenced, stop attacking to save some AP. And it's probably a good idea to backdash to get out of range of Walther's spells. Now the good thing about Gain being silenced is, well, not only do you not have to worry about getting hit by his spells, but if he does try to cast a spell on you, it still recovers your AP. Like so. Okay, now that we have full AP and we have Virus buffed, let's take care of Walther, who thankfully is not using a big-ass AoE. It's just going to be a little tricky getting him away from that pillar. Alright, I think we got this. Oh, Virus is behind the pillar. Fuck me. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do this. Nope, still can't do it. Okay, we got him. Didn't go according to plan exactly, but it worked out in the end. That was a little scary there. I was going to use the Soul Crush with Virus to kill him in one combo, but that's okay. Now, even though Gain is silenced, he can still use a melee attack. So because two of my characters have 1 HP, we're just going to switch back to the Valkyrie favor and end his life. Hey, I put in the time to acquire these weapons, I'm going to be using them. So let's see here. Yeah, we could use a little bit more AP, and then just go all out. Alright, spell reinforce for Ferret and 2 levels for everyone else.
We're not taking her with us.
Give them until nightfall. They can lick their wounds in the meantime.
Curse you!
Pathetic. If these pass for mages in Dipan, then it's a country of fools.
The only fool here is you, Battle Maiden.
We'll have to pass on becoming Einherjar.
Dallas, you don't need to suffer anymore.
Ghoul powder. These mortals despise the gods so much, they'd rather become demons than face their fate?
It was the king's wish that Dipan be free from tyranny and enjoy eternal peace and prosperity. And his heart's desire that you could live as a complete person. That's all he wanted. Walther told him he would need the sovereign's right.
The Sovereign's right?
A lost magic known only to Odin himself. It's the system of Valkyrie rebirth.
My father sacrificed all those innocent people's lives just to complete that shameful research?
It tore at his heart to sacrifice so many for the experiments. He was a compassionate king. Nevertheless, Walther and Gein kept insisting. And before long, I found myself caught up in it too. Being one of the 3 mages at such a young age, I was consumed by vanity.
Enough, Dallas.
Please, let me apologize for one last thing. The one who advised the king to send you away, it was me. I wanted you to be innocent of the knowledge. So did your father. That's why he agreed to it. Forgive me. accursed battle maiden! If only it weren't for you!
Dallas! Dallas!
He's become a demon to the core.
Where are you going?
I must go see my mother. I'm sure she's somewhere in the castle.
I hope so. But remember that even if we lose Dipan, we still have to fight to save Midgard. Either way, we have to return to the castle and prepare ourselves.
Holy fuckballs, you guys. Good for Alicia, though. I mean, now she really is a true JRPG protagonist. Because remember, if you're a protagonist in a JRPG and you're set out on an epic quest to save the world, then you're not allowed to have both parents. Absolutely. Another standard rule. But what about Alicia's mother? And what about Brahms? Will he be our friend or our foe? You guys will just have to wait until next time to find out. But until then, as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Take care.